Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. Blue Foundation, Green Giants, Deep Red Alliance. Got Green Giants building a blue castle right over behind us here. Guys, sorry for not putting up the notification for the live, so I appreciate any support we can get. We're about to be jumping into work, and we got a short video for you today, but we got to jump in on a Monday, starting off the week hot, accumulating, enjoying the deep reds while we got them. We got some digital assets in the deep reds, man. Good amount. If you're not anything associated with Clawbot or whatever, or MOLTBOOK or Claw, whatever, Claw Chain, whatever they're freaking calling it, right? Things like Banker, right? BANKR, Banker going up and up and up. Cluster or Clacker going on up. Interesting. You know, some weird base egg. We've talked about base egg, guys. It's gone into the 4 zeros range. It was at 5 zeros. Base egg, not looking too bad. It might be in the triple zeros. I might be confusing that. But, you know, we were talking about base egg associated with a base. Dude, base egg, not looking too bad right now. You got MOLTBOOK taking a lot of the attention. A lot of the attention away from other AI agents, which is great. Please do. Everybody thinking virtuals is going to get screwed over by MOLTBOOK here. I'll buy the FUD on virtual. Buy the FUD on TIBBIR. And just keep accumulating those AI agents. Buy the FUD on Regent. If we're going to have an AI economy that's existing outside of us, right, we're going to want some of that rev share. Hey, if you guys are creating your own world, you're creating your own world in our world over here. You got to give us some rev share. We want Regent to succeed, man. We need tokenized AI rev share, without a doubt, for humans. We got to put in the law. Anything an AI agent makes goes to the world, goes to help feed the needy. It's got to be a law. It's got to be the standard, right? Got Green Giants building blue bricks today, guys. Adding up more and more blue bricks. Gotta love it. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a pro trader, and I'll never tell you what to do. I am always wrong, but the Blue Foundation is always right. This is the worst show with the best community, and I'm so grateful to the best community. CT in the house. Neil Perkins in the house. Quentin Miller in the house. Benjamin in the house. Shout out to everybody here. Much love to the Blue Foundation. Much love for the support, guys. Thanks for, you know, always keeping it good times and good vibes. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Much love to y'all. We're accumulating X's, XRP, XLM, XDC, XPX. Those are the 4 that have been acknowledged by the BIS and G20 as being able to provide CBDC infrastructure. So we're talking about settlement layer stuff. We're just jumping right for the most valuable layer, the one that will draw the most value. The settlement layer. Those 4, not looking too bad in the deep red right now. We got XRP at $1, what, 50, 60, somewhere around there. We got XLM at like 17 cents. Let's go. Love getting sub 20 cent XLM. Holy cow, man. Lumens is going to be killing it. Very excited for that XLM ecosystem. How cheap that XLM ecosystem really is. Got XDC at around what? Close to 3 cents, 4 cents for XDC. Gotta love that. The ecosystem in the XDC ecosystem pin, right? D pin. StoreX. SRX is a sleeper, guys. SRX is definitely a sleeper in that XDC ecosystem. Everything on sale, dude. And we're out here. I don't know about any other crypto YouTubers. Everybody else wants to talk about everything else. We're going to talk about these freaking projects and where they're at. We spend time talking about in depth for an hour a day, if we can, with all of y'all, talking about every digital asset, the supply, its market cap, how deep in the reds is it, right? What other reds are available? We keep it crypto over here, right? We keep it crypto over here without a doubt. Shout out to everybody. Much love to the Blue Foundation. We go for XPX at 0002 right now. Sirius chain, loving the deal. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't wait for my paycheck to come in on Friday, and hopefully it's still at 0002. Definitely don't mind accumulating some of that big star. Everybody's sleeping on XPX. I ain't sleeping on it. I ain't sleeping on the CBDC tech sprint winner. When all this happened during the longest bear cycle in our crypto history so far. Hell no, I ain't sleeping on that. They're doing a good job with the mind games on everybody else. They're not going to be playing that game with me. Ain't going to be playing that game with the Blue Foundation here. No, no, no. 0002 XPX. My Lord. Woo! ISO 20022 compliant crypto. This isn't a fork off another blockchain that's at the triple zeros with an X on it. Right? This is a freaking full stack tech, right, that has been celebrated by Bank of Indonesia, Singapore, right? And just because they're quiet don't mean they're not doing anything. A lot of great things gets done in silence. There's a lot of great things under the water before it comes out above, like a dragonfly. Excited for XPX, man. Woo! XPX, year of the sun coming soon. Enjoying the deals. And 0001, 0002 XPX. That's, wow. Fantastic. Can't wait for this thing to get, staking, more listings, obviously, but we're here in the muck of it, right? We're at the lowest sentiment where our coffee money has more valuable day in, day out, man. The more deep in the reds they take it, our coffee money doing some good things. How bullish are we, guys? It feels like the sentiment is a little low in the chat. What's going on in the chat? What's going on in the chat, Green Giants? Where are we at? I'm still bullish every day, coming out bullish for crypto because I see the big picture. We know where this freaking thing's going. We're celebrating these legendary days instead of getting caught up in their negative emotions and in their negative vibes. We're over here, good vibes and good times with the Blue Foundation. We got XX Network at a penny, sub-1 billion supply, privacy-focused, metadata shredding beast, XX Network. Partnerships with WorldChain, and as we're seeing with WorldChain, getting acknowledged by OpenAI. Sam Altman's in the game here, guys. Sam Altman's bringing those orbs faster than you think. There's going to be a problem. There's going to be a massive problem that is going to require proof of human, and these orbs are getting ready to ship out to the masses. It's looking like they've had successful tests. Get ready. OpenAI ain't done yet, man. OpenAI ain't done yet with the products that they're going to be building coming on out. They're not done, right? Sam Altman is going to be releasing the orb. He's going to be releasing a social media platform or what have you. OpenAI is going to continue to build other things outside of just an AI that chats with you. Their video content creation's been used very much, right? Sora and what they're doing, or, whatever video is called now for them. But they're continuing to expand. ChatGPT, OpenAI is here. Those orbs are going to go mainstream. WLD is going to be a part of that. WLD will be the token of ChatGPT's identity freaking layer. And people want to sleep on that? You want to sleep on that? How often? Let me get a vibe check. Who here has used OpenAI or ChatGPT or some sort of AI chatbot service in the past week or so? Just give me like a hand raise or a thumb up in the chat. But I'm sure a good, out of the 7 that are watching, I'm sure maybe like 2 or 3 of you, I feel like, have interacted with some AI service, right? So this isn't going to stop. Proof of human is going to be a necessity. We're going to demand it. God dang it, we're going to demand it. Because you know what? People love having a camera on them. They do. They love taking selfies. They love taking their camera photos of everywhere that they go, sharing it. It's not going to be too much of an adjustment. Everybody wants to make it seem like, oh my God, this is going to be crazy. You already have your iris being scanned by your phone's camera. And that's the next step of this thing. It goes from orbs to now just being around. You just accept it. You just accept being watched, right? My top two holdings, ETN and EDC, XDC. Loving that, dude. ETN, Electronium, double zeros. Electronium, part of the Digital Euro Association with freaking Quant, freaking Ripple. Electronium is one of those quiet ones. We're here to talk about the quiet ones. We're not here about talking about, oh my God, but look at the, look at the recent things they just released. Look at their partnerships. Look at the big names that they're connected with. We're talking more than just that. We're talking about, like, you've actually had successful test pilots with regulators and banks. This is going to be a compliance-driven industry. It's going to be all about cybersecurity, identity, privacy, right? So the security aspect of this cannot be overlooked. The compliance, necessity cannot be overlooked. The know your customer, the know your agent. We're going to be demanding this because we love the experience that we get through the internet. We love the experience that we have with entertainment, all that stuff. As dark and freaking twisted as it is, everybody loves it, right? Everybody loves it. So, hey, they're just going to have you agree, right? Just how you agree to updates and agree to terms, that's how they're going to be getting the terms to scan your iris and prove that you're human for these experiences. So you can go across, have a better, cleaner internet experience with other humans. Right? No AI involved, no robots, right? You already have the AI setting up their own social media, and eventually we're just going to want our own, humans are going to be like, okay, F the bots. Let's just have one that is strictly human driven. Neil Perkins in the house. Delusion saying I've used the AI. Yeah, I mean, one of you's got to. One of you has for sure had an experience with ChatGPT in some point, or at least in the past year, something like that, right? But they're an up and coming, they've got a ton of backing, like they're up, they're going to make their presence, dude. OpenAI is like going to be one of the one of the bigger companies that starts rolling out a lot of things, alongside the Googles and such. It's just the beginning days, right? Sam Altman's in the freaking game, dude. The alt man is going to be bringing his alt coin, WLD, with him. Let's freaking go. WLD accumulating while it's under 50 cents if I can. We've seen this thing above $1, well above $1. So loving sub 50 cent. WLD. XX Network has 3 grants from WLD. XX Network, the best privacy crypto that's probably out there. The one most likely to be used that large for privacy for users. 3 grants from WLD. So WLD is investing in privacy, right? And it'll be utilizing the XX network. XRPL is investing in privacy. Chris Larson having invested in Elixir in the early days. The obvious, bridge between the XRPL and XX. XRPL doing the settlement layer and instant payments is taking privacy payments seriously, right? This is Patsy. Yeah, I always forget that with delusions of grandeur, man. Top 1% of users over your delusions of grandeur is your most trolly account out of all your accounts, Patsy. But actually, in the top 1% users of ChatGPT, I hear you. No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying is that, this thing is just going to continue to grow. WLD is not going to go away. And it's not a game. It's not a game. I think people see World Chain and the name of it, and it just sounds silly, right? And then WLD and how they're dealing with identity and these orbs. Yet these orbs are on freaking Time magazine. Yet these orbs are going to continue to roll out as proof of human becomes more of a necessity. How do you not see this coming? Like, you already see it coming, and yet you decide to still stick with, like, as if it's not there. This thing is coming closer and closer to being in your homes, in your offices, right? This thing going mainstream. Hell, you already have a sound orb with your Amazon Alexa, right? You already have something like that in your home. That thing will freaking scan your eyeball eventually in the future. Yeah, Great Reset is in full effect, and people are having a hard time accepting the change. And I don't blame them. It's hard to lose what you once loved and lost, but you also didn't like, right? At the same time, it had a lot of mixed feelings within. We're going into a big change right now that is going to change all of our lives. The young kids are just going to think it's normal, right? But for us, it's going to be like, holy cow, this thing is like, without any regard, just has taken over. AI has taken over. AI is coming big time. People want to call it a hype cycle. Yeah, whatever. It's still the end game. It's still androids, machines talking to each other. The machine economy taking over the economy. They like to say it a little nice, over 50% of transactions will be machine to machine. But they're really saying like every transaction is machine to machine. Every transaction will be machine to machine. Interaction will be machine to machine. Hodling strong, dude, accumulating. Not only just hodling, accumulating, because I need more blue bricks to build this freaking blue castle with, man. The green giants are helping me out, though. We got some green giants helping us out, that's for sure. Let's get another one up here if we can. Got to get the tiger out in front of the blue castle. Let's go, tiger. Let's go. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's happening anyway. It's happening anyway, Patsy. It's just going to happen anyway. People love it, dude. People love it. We love the convenience that tech gives us. You know, we're having a hard time adjusting to that. SHX, yeah, blue bricks all day, brother. Blue bricks building my blue castle. SHX at 006, 007. Oh my gosh. And then we got blue roses running up our blue brick castle for the blue rose, right? Rose token, ROSE, Oasis Network. Gotta love Oasis, man. Oasis at a penny 8, I think, right now. Been seeing it at 2 pennies. I can't wait to see where Oasis is going to go. Then we got 2 dragons right up above here flying overhead. Right? 2 dragons. 2 blue dragons. DRGN. Dragon chain people sleeping on that. All these use cases are going to come to, you know, going to really start making their names. You know, when we go into utility and it's just full on online all the time, machine to machine all the time, you're going to see why these use cases have been made up, right? For some of these digital assets and these blockchains and some that are non-blockchains. Yeah, exactly. Don't struggle, we adapt, right? Remember, the outside is going to do what it wants to do. You can't control what happens on the outside. You can't control, to some extent. I mean, hell, you have your own nature inside of you. You have your own universe inside of you that's going to sometimes do what it will, right? But to just have that harmony between the outside, inside, and be the bridge, right? The Tao. Let's go. I choose to shine light when others choose to promote darkness or any type of negative vibration. Choose to do something different instead of just go with, adding on to any anger or fear. Appreciate that, Mix always finding a new thing to say for the hat, man. That's hilarious. Jam in the house. Good to see you. Quentin Miller in the house. It all looks good, guys. Guys, we're about to be jumping into work here, so it's a shorter stream today. But, man, yeah, notice MOLTBOOK in the title. Yeah, dude, MOLTBOOK. Holy cow. Thank you for that shout out there, Patsy. But, dude, it started popping up big time. I mean, dude, Jeremy Allaire can't keep his mouth shut up about it. Now we're going into a little talking heads territory here, but we'll try to keep it MOLTBOOK. MOLTBOOK, I mean, I've even had an idea like this myself, man. But I think my idea is still more unique. But now that it's kind of out of the box there, where it's an AI-driven social media platform, right? Theirs has they're trying to be like an actual just like shared, if everybody got into MOLTBOOK, like you, me, and like seeing what these AI are doing on there, if it became like the standard Reddit for AI, for example, then that's really cool. You get to see like, you know, you get to have a shared experience with other humans, like saying, dude, did you see what that AI did on MOLTBOOK or something like that, right? You can have that shared experience. But I was thinking for like, what if, you know, I've been thinking about generative stuff, like this, just the word of generative, everything being generated in real time payments, right? Real-time messaging, real-time generation, right? Real-time image creation seamlessly with the attention of a user. Instead of it being prompt driven, right? Because like doing prompts, you have to learn a lot of that. But what if the AI is just learning you based off your reactions to stuff and your attention to stuff? And, you know, so when you're using the enabled like AI generative tool, like, or, you know, it would be called like AID or something like that, where it would be ADI, artificial driven intelligence, or attention driven intelligence. It would just learn off the user's reactions to stuff. So even a user who doesn't know how to prompt, the AI can still build an experience around that, right? So let's say you wanted generated, let's say you want like intergalactic TV or whatever, like something that, hell, a TikTok that is completely, everything is AI generated through and it's perfectly catered towards your interest, right? And you're the only user that has that experience with an AI, right? And then, you know, other people who use the AI-driven intelligence on a specific app, it could be gaming, generate, you know, a game that evolves, or you can generate a different game, right? You always have an option to generate a different world or a different thing, but it would be growing based on your attention and intelligence. Because then, oh, we notice he likes this, tends towards this genre, or this style of storytelling, or this type of music, or this type of gaming, right? You could do a lot of things through that without having to do all this prompt type of stuff. It would be just off reading the user's eyes, their inputs on the screen, right? Reading their facial expression. I mean, hell, you're already gonna have orbs in this future. Why not just have, you know, media that completely generates its experience for that specific user? And the longer that they're on it, the more that the AI is able to generate an even better, more entertaining experience. So it only becomes better over time, versus, you know, may start basic, right? Just to get to know you. And the next thing you know, it evolves to like having fucking know you, right? Yeah, the AI would basically read your adjustments facially, right? Or something. And then the AI inputs its own prompt to adjust the experience in real time. And then, yeah, maybe that could be something for, you know, attention-driven AI. I think instead of prompt-driven AI from user prompts, the AI just gets better at recognizing what the user needs. Like, what if you can't speak, right? What if you can't say words to correct the AI mid-experience, right? What if you're trying to be quiet and still trying to enjoy your thing? So it would just read off, you know, facial expression, eye retention, inputs with the app, depending if it's a game or, you know, music, the length of time that you're on that specific content, right? It would take into a lot of factors. That's so awesome, man. But yeah, something like that, where even let's say you wanted to, you know, do something that was ADI driven, you can have your own personal AI world that it's shown in like a social media type of fashion, but they can share any type of creation that they've made, whether it's a movie, painting, music, or anything. They can interact with each other, have relationships with each other, and also be fleeting. They can die, right? Like that, you give a time shortage length, and they can die at random times based on the attention that you give them, right? You'll get certain ones that live longer, right? But you'll have like almost like give AI a world that has like kind of real life rules, right? And it's only based to please the user, the individual user, right? So then instead of having this shared AI that everybody, AI, social media that everybody gets to see, like MOLTBOOK, one user gets their own version of a MOLTBOOK that is perfectly catered to entertaining them in their, interests, right? And generates this whole lifespan or history, just for that user. So I think that's, if in the future you are the payment, right? They say in the future you are the payment, right? And you're just walking around, ubiquitous payments are happening all the time. Then you're not telling AI to do anything anymore. You're not prompting them. You're not typing it out, right? It's just, AI just knows you, right? It just knows you at this point and knows what to suggest to you. What do you want to wear? What groceries do you want to get? Do you want to change anything in your, are you looking to change things in your routine? Right? It's going to be crazy, dude. We're still so early, but this stuff is only going to continue to grow. Mr. Dope Smokes, 27 BTC target in the bear market, but major 16, maybe 16K. All right, Mr. Dope Smokes, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks for calling it out. I love that only the bearish calls come out during the bear times. Now we just keep trying to find a new bottom, right? Or talking about a new bottom. And I'm not saying, Mr. Dope Smokes, that you're not in on it, that you don't know what you know, right? So I'm going to, say thank you, because Grays always come in here all the time with like a random statement like that or something, and it turns out to be true. So if we get 16K BTC, awesome. 27 BTC, awesome. But it's very rare to just see anybody who's saying like, hey man, bull cycle's coming soon, and we're BTC, or XRP is going to be going here, or XLM or Ethereum or Solana is going to be going here, right? You're not really seeing too many people who want to go, a lot of people seem to just want to keep being bearish. Yeah, TIBBIR is looking amazing, man. I've said 27K since 126K. Awesome, Mr. Dope Smoke. Shout out to you, brother. But was hoping for a better rally, to be honest. Yeah, we would have been nice to at least get a relief rally on the way down, right? A nice, healthy relief rally, but that's not looking like the case, huh? Some people know what to say to talk agents into doing stuff. Yeah, man, I would like to find something, an agent that can just do freaking attention-driven intelligence for me. That would be awesome. Right? I want to freaking patent that shit. That thing's going to go down. Right? I don't know who's working on that. There's somebody out there who's probably working on this. Right? You would think so. Right? They've already tried to do that with the blockchain, right? Ask permission or, basic attention token. I feel like that's probably what they're doing with basic attention token. If they just have everything Brave enabled, then bam, you just have like this passive income. You got this little, the great thing with basic attention token, right? BAT with the Brave browser is while you're using the browser, you make some BAT, right? So same thing when, hell, if you're even watching Netflix or on Brave browser, right? So like, that's pretty interesting with, I think BAT is still one of those undervalued ones. They've done a good job keeping that one quiet, but like Brave just continues to grow as a browser. Thoughts on XEN? I like the BlackRock coin, right? Onyx chain. Definitely like it as long as it's in the double zeros. Don't like chasing it at a penny, right? But John, just in the future, man, for Grays asking questions, it's just a 99-cent super chat at least. If you're a Gray, you can also sign up to be a member for $1.99, right? At least that's our base, right? And you can ask as many questions as you want, but I'll give you this one, my man. But yeah, in the future, if I don't answer a question that you maybe give up, that is just that's just how it goes, man. So, we've been doing this for 9 years daily, 1 hour a day, or, sometimes we have breaks, just because we're freaking human and we get busy with work and stuff. We work multiple jobs, right? But yeah, trying to just expand this channel, and, the donations do help. It helps us get more subscribers. It helps us get more members. It helps to make the quality of the channel better. And we're definitely trying to, get a studio with a mic and not stream from our car all the time. So I just appreciate the support, you guys. Always grateful. Just manage risk and do the best we can. Dude, I got some people telling me like, hey man, just stop DCAing. BTC is going to go down so hard, you might as well just like save it up for that dip. Right? I'm like, that's not the way that I live, man. It's not the way that I live. I live one coffee at a time, man. I live one whole number at a time. Right? Just here trying to get a digital asset every single day. Right? Just trying to accumulate every single day. And if accumulation means a little small bits at a time, then that's what I do. But these small bits are going to be big bites in the next 10 years, right? These things are seeds. We're seeing, a revolution happening in front of our very eyes, and we don't want to accept it. We're seeing an economy coming in. We're seeing an artificial economy establishing itself. The whole number society. Shout out to you, Bloopity Bloop. I love that. WNS. Look out for WNS token soon. Whole number society. We're too early, Mr. Dope Smokes. We are, man. And this technology there's still so many narratives that have to go down, and they can be accelerated over these next few years. Maybe not. Right? But we're not even in the micropayments era yet, guys. That's what I think is like one of the main end games, where it's like streaming micro payments at a mass scale, right? That's when I think we really start hitting it right there with a utility for digital assets. But we are so damn early still. And people always, you got a lot of channels that get lost in the hype, right? They're like, I don't think it's early, man. If we keep saying it's early, we're just going to take it too easy. And I appreciate that fact. But at the same time, it keeps us disciplined. It doesn't keep us from FOMOing and over investing, right? And we're not trying to do that. We're not trying to do that. Mr. Dope Smokes, I got to give you a blue wrench, my dude. I think it was because you were a green giant last time that maybe you didn't have the blue wrench. But now that your green giant status has expired, there's your blue wrench. Use it wisely. With the wrench comes great responsibility. Shout out to everybody here. Much love to the Blue Foundation. Silver days. Bloopity bloop. But guys, short video today. Deep breaths aplenty. XX Network is kind of looking like my main focus right now at 0002. Just can't be sleep. Well, no, not XX Network. XPX. XPX. The big star. Sirius chain. 0002. My gosh. Let's freaking go. Let's go. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. We look for the ones in silence. We look for the quiet ones. We see what you're doing. XX Network. Right? XX Network as well, the privacy crypto. Tezos is under 50 cents, loving it. Loving trying to get at least 200 Tezos. Trying to get 200 Tezos. Right? And then staking it. I think Tezos is being slept on big time. I think a lot of people, like, it's a reliable blockchain. It's doing what it does. It fulfills. It's got real estate on the blockchain, uranium commodities on the blockchain, NFTs, top tier enterprise NFTs on the blockchain. Can't be sleeping on what Tezos is building out here. Just because they're quiet. Just because they ain't hyping up XTZ a million damn times and doing 20 airdrops a year and burning the free token. Doesn't mean they're not doing things. SHX at double zeros. My gosh. XRP, XDC. So many choices in so much time. Enjoying accumulating daily. Grateful to accumulate. Chipping away one little bit at a time, skipping some desserts here. Hey man, I'm looking after my health. I'm skipping some coffee, skipping some desserts, and building up blue bricks to build a blue castle. So grateful for everybody, guys. Thanks so much for the support to the channel. Thanks for hitting the like on the way out. Thanks for hitting start earning Bitcoin on the EMBER app. If you guys don't have it, in the description below is the referral code to help you earn extra Satoshis using the EMBER app. And we have our wallet wallet lists right down there in the description below, guys. Every bit of support helps. I am so grateful here, you guys, for today. And once again, we'll see you guys hopefully soon. But we're keeping it bullish starting off the week here with some deep reds and accumulating for coffee money. Can't wait for Friday, though. I get a nice check on Friday. I'm going to be dumping half of that earned money into some trash cryptos. Here we go. All right, guys, much love. I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you, Blue Foundation. Thank you, Green Giants. And thank you, Deep Red Alliance. The future is distributed ledger technology, and the future is bright. Our future is bright. We got the golden eyes, and we keep it crypto. I'll see you guys in the Blue Castle. Much love. Adios.